Hey guys, it's Jana from the HCGBesties, and oh my word, I know it's been like 4 weeks almost that since I've checked in, so I thought I need to check in with y'all and let you know what's going on because so many of you have been so sweet and supportive. So y'all deserve an update. I apologize for this little congestion that I've got going on. And y'all know how I hate bugs. There is a bug flying around. I think there's more than one. I had a little issue today, so I had the door open. And you know those things, I know in one of my videos we had one fly near my head. It's like a mosquito, but it's not a mosquito. I don't know, it's so gross. So I have my bug zapper here ready to go if I need it. I hope I don't have a freak out moment on y'all because that's embarrassing. Anyway, okay, so I want to give you an update on what's going on. So back in January, I started like the P3 Atkins low carb diet when Joni was doing her round. I think she's on round 5. Well, since then I've only lost 13 pounds, which is really nothing considering you could lose that in a week in HCG on the diet, or even a few days for some of you. I know that I could have lost that very quickly on HCG, but I can't do the HCG diet. So I thought, okay, well, I need to do high protein, low carb. That was my plan, which I did sometimes. I started my IVF journey actually I started in November, but my transfer was in January. So basically, a quick update on that. Okay. I had 6 embryos that were fertilized. And if you're not familiar with IVF at all, I apologize. But I had 2 transferred, 2 good ones transferred. And then after that, I waited about 8 days before I started taking a home pregnancy test. And I got a positive on a pregnancy test. So I was so excited, right? I've had a positive before. I miscarried about, 2 years ago almost. No, about a year and a half. I can't remember. Anyway. But this one I thought, okay, this is for real because I had this IVF. They put 2 embryos in that were fertilized. And I was so excited. And the next day I had a positive, and the next day I had a positive, and the next day I had a positive, and I was just so excited. So, after that, every day from then on, they started getting lighter. The line on the test getting lighter and lighter and lighter. When I had blood work done at the doctor's office, it came back that I had a chemical pregnancy, which means it did not work. I wasn't pregnant. And, y'all, I do not want to cry right now. I'm going to try really hard not to cry. Okay. Anyway, so my pregnancy failed. And I'd had some IUIs back in the fall. I had 2 IUIs, that failed. So I knew that if I got a negative result, I knew how I was going to feel. I knew it was going to be devastating, which it was. It was heartbreaking. And I started I don't want to cry. I started just getting so mad because it was like, I worked so hard for that. I did everything right. I had appointments every other day, all this stuff I had to endure. And I just was heartbroken. In the meantime, I have all these cousins that are pregnant, which I'm so happy for them. My friends are pregnant. Great. I'm happy for them. People at work are getting pregnant. I'm happy for them. And it's not that I'm not happy for them. I want everybody to have that, if they want it. And I want that. So, I just was like, I didn't understand. I was like, this is not fair. Everything worked out. The doctor says over and over, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. And I'm like, well, why doesn't it work for me? So I spent the next, about 3 weeks just in a real deep, dark depression. And it was ugly. I mean, I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to sleep all the time. Diet was like the last thing I was concerned about. It's not that I just indulged and overate. I just didn't eat. I didn't stick to the diet plan at all. And, it was bad. It was really bad. But I did start right away. So after, here's that dang bug. I'm getting my zapper ready. Y'all, if it flies in my face, okay. It's on the ground. I'm watching it. Anyway, and you're probably wondering, why don't you just get up and step on it? But I'm vlogging, so I need to focus. I need to focus on the vlog. Okay. So anyway, this is why I need to focus. Okay. I get sidetracked and I cannot remember what I was saying. Do y'all do that? So I went back to IVF. I started back on IVF right after that round ended because I am just determined to get this done. I want it to happen. I just do. I'm getting older and I don't want to be a real old mom and I want more than one kid, So, we started the second round right after the first one. I started birth control like 3 days after that. Failed, and because you have to be on birth control, it doesn't make really a lot of sense, but to me, I'm sure it does to the doctors, but okay, you have to be on birth control for 3 weeks, and you have to take all these injections, and so I started birth control, stopped that last week, and then started these injections, and I'm not going through the full cycle again. I'm doing a frozen embryo. We had one embryo that made it to freeze, and that means they only take the very best ones. They have to be like top of the line to be able to make it through the freezing process and the thawing process. So we have one frozen embryo that they're going to transfer, and that's what we're working on now. So if you guys will just pray for me and keep praying for that little embryo, that will be the one. I don't want to call it a he or she because I don't care. I just want a baby. Anyway, I want this to be successful. I really do. Okay. So, I don't know if I already said this. I've vlogged so many times. I keep crying and crying and crying, so I just have to stop vlogging. Oh dear, it's coming close to me. I'm starting a liquid fast on Tuesday, and I'm going to do that for 2 weeks. I'm supporting a friend at work that's having weight loss surgery, and I told her that, I'm sorry. I'm just ready. I'm armed and ready for that bug. So I'm going to be doing that. It's going to be high protein. I'm going to do a fruit vegetable smoothie at night. I've got it all planned out. Meal replacement. I'm going to do some broth and high protein, like whey protein stuff. And so I'm going to do that for 2 weeks to get ready. And then that'll take me up, close to the time I have the transfer. So that's what my plan is. And I'm really excited about that because I'm a planner. I love a plan. I love a plan. And my whole life is planned. Well, it's not working out the way I planned it. Maybe that's why. Maybe God is telling me, this is like I'm having an aha moment, that things don't work out the way that I want them all the time. So, I've definitely had to be flexible with God's plan. But as far as a diet goes, my plan, I need a plan, a strict plan, and I will stick to it. If there's any wiggle room, I tend to think, I can have low carbs, so I might as well eat more. I need a plan. So I think the liquid diet is going to be good for me. So I'm excited. Now I want to check in with you, even though it's not HCG and maybe you guys might object to it, whatever. I'm still going to check in with you. So I'll let you know how that's going. I hope it kicks my butt into gear because I need to get some weight off that I put on. Okay, so it's almost to 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, you guys, one more prayer request, and I saved this for last for a reason because this is what gets me every time. You guys know that, oh my gosh, this is not the time for the bug to fly in my face. Okay, y'all know that I love my parents so much, and I know that I have been so blessed with amazing parents. If you will pray for my mother. If you will, pray for her. Back in October, she was having her gallbladder out. And when they went in to remove her gallbladder, they found a tumor. And turned out that it was stage 4 colon cancer. And she's been very sick with colon cancer for the last, since she was diagnosed, obviously. She had a lot of her colon removed, but they could not get it all. And so she's going through chemo. And she's on round 8 of chemo. Anyway, she's just been having a really hard time with it. I don't know if y'all know anybody that's gone through chemo, but it's not the most enjoyable experience. And she found out this week that she will have to go through chemo for the rest of her life because there's no way that she can ever not have it, just based on the type of cancer that she has. So it's kind of, frustrating and hard to watch someone you love so much go through so much pain. But if you'll keep her in your prayers, I'd appreciate it. And, I'm trying real hard to get her a grandbaby, another one. My sister already had a baby last summer. He's so cute. But I just want this for her. I want it for me, but I want it for her too. And of course I want it for Mike and, everybody else that matters. But I love you guys, and I really appreciate you guys checking in on me and supporting me. And I apologize for the super, super long video. So I hope you all have a good night. Bye.